Hello everyone, nubkeks here, welcome back to Nub Raids, and today, seeing as free regearing is live, I thought this was a fantastic opportunity to check out Androck the Glorious, and especially to see how he compares to Lady Mikage in Arena. That's going to be the primary focus of today's video. We're going to be swapping him out of this gear set, and this build will focus, or will feature, excuse me, in another video on my Hydra team coming very, very soon. But this is, let's cover this straight away. Straight away is a problem for poor old Androck, which is Form 1. With Form 1, you're providing a ton of buffs to your team, extending buffs, healing, increase even more buffs on his A1, and giving turn meter, right, to all allies whenever anybody crits. What build is he best in for this? Well, by far, it's 9-piece protection, right? For Hydra, where number 1, the protective buffs are useful in themselves, but number 2, allies doing 5% more damage for each buff placed. Amazing. That's so much extra damage. What's the problem with 9-piece protection? And we also prefer to build him with 100% crit rate as well. Even you could build him with some damage depending on your protection gear too. He's not going to do much, but the crit rate is just ensuring that whenever he takes a turn, it's doing an extra 5% turn meter boost for everybody. It sort of adds up over time. Downside of this, not so good in Arena. It's not so good because he could just die in turn 1. And he's not really building any accuracy because, well, he doesn't need accuracy for anything in this first form. So his Arena build and his Hydra build are very, very different. That's a problem that Lady Mikage does not face, where Mikage, she wants really speed and accuracy, and that's it. And look, speed and accuracy is great. More ally attacks, decreasing enemy debuffs, more ally attacks as well. Fantastic. And in Form 2, speed and accuracy is more buff strips and more debuffs, right? So speed and accuracy, it's simple for her. It's perfect for both forms. Androck suffers from the two very different form problem, where you can't build him to max out the potential for both. Or for instance, we're going to be stuck with this, I'm afraid, but War Master is by far the best for Hydra, especially if he's in Cruelty, so extra Hydra stats, but it's not anywhere near as good for Arena, obviously. So what are we going to try him in? We're going to switch him over to a different build. I've got a preset set up here. So you can see his stats are going to change quite considerably. We're dropping the crit rate. He's actually gaining just a ton of defense just based off of the gear that we have. So he's actually going to be fairly tanky. Sadly, we'd have no blessing, which would be a ton of extra HP. But we were giving him a lot more accuracy, and we're swapping him into 4-piece stone skin. So he can survive the first round and just go, basically. I do think that, one of the builds with Mikage that can be very effective as well is Relentless plus 4-piece stone skin, or even just super fast Relentless. That could work with him as well. In fact, let me see if I can make a super fast Relentless. I doubt it, but we'll see. Yeah, no, jumping back in, the fastest Relentless I can get him in is 300. There's no point in that. There's no point. He's too slow, but super fast Relentless, it could be a thing. But let's throw him in like this. So, yeah, this is going to be the build. Slap it on. We're stealing stuff off of characters we wouldn't normally steal it off, but this is giving us a chunk of extra accuracy. And yeah, that one turn of stone skin, which will keep him alive because he sort of goes second. Now, with this build, I do think that lots of speed is really important, right? Very, very important. In fact, we flip him over to Form 2, we see his actual stats, because we really want to keep stacking his debuffs because he's very powerful, right? So he's going to come in, and number 1, if they have any buffs, he's going to be getting extra accuracy. And with his ignore resistance, we've got 600 accuracy just over that built up. We could have 650 if we had the right masteries. With the ignore resistance and with the bonus accuracy, he should be really stripping basically everybody, which is really powerful on a mythical. Now, it also means, like Mikage, he cannot be locked out in turn 1. So if they go first, they lock us out, he can flip over and strip their buffs. So he strips buffs, he does pure damage, and he also puts block buffs. His second move, think of this very like Mikage, where she does an AoE stun. He does an AoE decrease, resist, weaken, and enfeeble for 2 turns. That's pretty huge. The enfeeble is pretty big. So he's going to be a bit weaker against cleansers, who he can stun, like supports. But yeah, he can hopefully lock them out of their buffs, lock out their damage dealers and debuffers with Enfeeble. He has decreased defense in his A1. He's going to really help us kill them. And also pushing back turn meter of enemies by 5%. So I mean, let's give him a go, shall we? I think he's very similar to Mikage, who's like strip their buffs, really high accuracy, lock them out of doing their stuff. Now she can flip back into Form 1 for an ally attack. His Form 1's not going to be super useful. Let's go up against a nasty team here. And yeah, let's put him in like this. We're gonna have to play it on manual so we can see what's happening. So let's go in. This is a very nasty team. I'm putting in a very nasty team myself. We've got Ancora and Narcissus. I'm working on saving up for 6-star Ancora for Polymorph right now, which would be nice. So there we go. We're actually locked out. Uh-oh, what are we gonna do? We've been locked out. In this case, he has buffed up. Well, we didn't get the cooldown reduction there, but we can swap over with him. And again, we can come in. Let's see. Now, one problem is going to be Polymorph. They've got one 6-star Polymorph. That could be a problem. We could be... Okay. Oh, no, we were not... I don't know how we didn't strip Wukong. I guess maybe his lightning cage saved him or something. But look at that. He's actually landed with a counterattack. He's on a decreased defense on everybody. That's actually kind of funny. Let's see if we can smack her and lock her out a little bit of some of her cooldowns, because she could be kind of rough. He is now going to be... Oh, no, not protected. I was going to say he should be protected. Not going to happen. I'm worried Wukong might now use him as a springboard for Staff of Wonder, and he did. He did, which is scary. But we can bring back Narcissus. In fact, let's bring back him as well. We weren't able to use the Enfeeble there, unfortunately, but now we can come in and... actually, I think if we just do this, we kill her, get the extra turn, just to make sure we hit as hard as possible with this A2. Oh, it still wasn't hard enough, huh? All right, that's maybe a slight problem. She's actually used the revive on the Wukong. That's probably good for us. Now, if we can just get another turn with him... Oof! Oh my god, this Wukong is kicking our butt. Kicking our butt. There we go. We got through it. I don't know, would Mikage have made a big difference there? I'm not sure if she would. Let's try against this team. So this team, he's got a very fast, Armand's most likely. He's going to be faster than us. Never mind, he's got a very fast Duchess. That's a blisteringly fast Duchess. Okay, well, we can strip their buffs off, which again is really going to limit them. Once more, Polymorph is a problem, but he doesn't have any. That helps a ton. So we can strip all their buffs. It does, you can see, it does damage, quote unquote. There is technically damage happening. It's just not very strong. But here we go. He's not set up his AI properly, and we could now come in and actually nuke these guys. Let's see what happens. Okay, Duchess gonna revive. No problem. And this is potentially very good. Oh no, we got locked out by something. Wait, how did we get locked out? Oh, must have been Armand's A1. Well, that's certainly annoying. Well, let's kill him. And let's not have Armand's mess us up. Armand's is kind of fast. And yeah, we can do this. And now he can come in, and there we go. We can actually smack these guys. Enfeebles for days. This one is irremovable, irresistible. And yeah, you can see constant pressure. Not doing a whole lot of damage. Number one, his buffs are gone. But number two, he's enfeebled. So yeah, I mean, my initial feeling about playing this is... He feels only okay, I would say. Only okay. I feel like the sort of the weakness... It's a sort of similar problem with Mikage, is that initial buff strip isn't crazy powerful. It's also a bit annoying that he loses Stone Skin, but not a huge deal. But that buff strip's not crazy powerful. So we'll boost up here. We can double cleanse. I guess we can go in with the AoE. Okay, we just killed everything. And at this point, like, he can, again, man the Enfeeble. So there's nothing coming out of that Torment. Okay, so this one was an easy win. Let's pause this. All right, so that was very, very straightforward. I mean, okay, these teams look too easy. Let's try find something a bit tougher here. Oh, okay. There we go. There's something nasty. Right, let's see against this one. Let's give it a go. Okay, cool. But yeah, you have a little bit of a problem. Like, I think with Mikage, you know, like if they've got multiple people in Stone Skin, you can go, okay, well, I don't want to swap over and risk messing up the buff strip. But I can ally attack and take someone out. She's a bit more offensive. He doesn't quite have that, and she brings increased attack for some nukers. There we go. This is actually sick. Like, we've just blocked all of his buffs, which is great. Ooh, that's a big smack right there. But we did survive for now. I'm sure we might die to this guy, but Elva passive should protect him. No, never mind. He's still gonna die anyway. That's okay. I really freaking hate Siegfried, man. Siegfried is like the worst. So let's kill her off, and he can start wasting his stuff. A smack Siegfried with an A1. Oh, it didn't even trigger his. That's annoying. Didn't trigger his bullshit. Siegfried is my worst nightmare. Is what I would say. I think I'll actually just A1 with her. Yes, good. We got cooldown reduction. We can revive with Elva. Uh-oh. Son of a gun. Okay, well, this actually works out fine, because then we can get the really good revive from Elva. That actually is not the worst. Uh-oh. Turn meter boost. No! Don't do it. Ah, and he's dead. I feel like with some extra stats, because his base stats are crazy good. With some extra stats, we might pull it off. I think this should... Yeah, kill them. Good. Okay, so we're fine. He's doing a good buff strip job, but I feel like his passive in that other form isn't super impactful, honestly. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think about this? Another strong team. I feel like he just doesn't make that much impact. Part of it could be the gearing. Maybe we do want better gear. I don't know. I feel like at least Lady Mikage's passives are sort of doing more. Now, this one's quite nice because here we go. He's actually come in with no stone skin and he's really slow. And we can just enfeeble all of them. So this is actually perfect for us. Fantastic. Yeah, do your ally attack. Look at all these weak hits. And it doesn't work against him anyway. We do want to just trigger his bullshit. There we go. He's going to smack us. He's going to buff up. Again, let's see the damage when he strips buffs. I mean, it's sort of damage, I guess. Weak hit. Lovely. This Siegfried can still kill us because he's Siegfried. But I think we can kill the Siegfried right now and we're good. Okay, we're good. Siegfried's just a nightmare. So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely feeling he's nowhere near as good as like a Siegfried. Let's try against this team here. Did I set up an auto battle? I'm not sure if I did. Let's try him out. Let's try him out with a very different team. So this is more of a speedy team. So we'll like boost up with C-Feeb, lock him out, we'll flip him over. So this will be set up to auto. So let's see him a couple of fights here with like a more of a speed team. And again, the idea is that, well, he's just a very reliable buff stripper. Sadly, just stone skin, you can't reliably buff strip it. And that's one thing with Mikage. Like, you could put her in with bombs because she brings increased accuracy. We don't have that right here. That's pretty good. We've been smacked a little bit. They're going to be revived by that. But Wukong will probably kill them off right now. Just about. We weren't able to cut in, I'm afraid, but he was locked out, so it's okay. He's the wrong affinity against this champion as well. But yeah, like, these debuffs are great. Very impactful, but it's a little difficult to min-max. Just flip over one more time. Let's see if we get some tough fights here. Galathir. Okay, I mean, let's try this. That's super nasty as well. There's some really nasty. I mean, the team's doing fine. I just don't feel like he's adding too much, is my feeling. So yeah, okay, it's hard to notice his passive doing too much. So I don't know. I feel like, okay, here we go. So he can strip some stuff. Okay, I presume we locked them out. I wasn't paying attention. Galathir could be a big problem. Let's see if we can get rid of her. Let's definitely sleep the Galathir. Hopefully she does. Oh shit. Oh shit. She had the cleanse. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's try lock him down. He resisted. Oh, I forgot. He builds really high resistance on that champion. That's not ideal. We could sleep I think we want to sleep the Galathir. We got to take a Tara smack. So he puts decreased defense, AoE. But the nice thing is that let's push Taras back. It doesn't wake people up, which is good. We'll boost up with the Sifi. Okay. We could steal stuff from him. It will still increase attack. We'll hit a lot harder. This is somewhat risky. YOLO. Okay, good. We killed him. That's good. Okay, bam. Attack decrease. Doesn't really do much. Let's push her back. She's got high resistance. You can sleep him. This fight looks like it's going to work just fine. Kill her. Okay, good. And they're dead. Good. That was a nasty one with Galathir. We had to manual that. This is another nasty one with a six-star Siegfried. Lord help us. And a six. Oh god. And a 6-star Sifi as well. Yikes. With Taras Marishka. Not too confident about this one. Can we lock them out? Okay, you know what? We lock them out. Maybe, you know what? This might actually be the perfect showcase. Oh, dude, have we just perfect fight? Perfect fight? Okay, we proc his passive, but the Marishka thing has happened as well. That's okay. Um, I don't think she has cooldowns, but we'll lock her anyway. And put Hex on him because ain't nobody got time for that. Strip off his block things. We reflected polymorph happened. Yumiko reflected it. Yumiko's Hex can reflect polymorph, so that's what happened right there. Let's speed boost, try kill this Sifi. There we go. So Sifi's dead. Beautiful. Yo. Okay, that was Siegfried going to town. I have to say his decreased defense move is actually super handy. Like it's kind of an interesting thing. He's providing you with. Wait, I think we need to leave Taris. Don't kill him. I think we need to leave Taris alive. I think if we kill Taris, I think Siegfried would pop out of sheep and be like, "Surprise, motherfucker," and switch over to form 2 and kill everybody, or like not kill everyone but revive everyone. I'm pretty sure. Let's keep smacking him. This is absolutely ridiculous. Frickin' Siegfried. What can I say? Champion is ridiculous. Okay, and we're safe. We're safe from the Siegfried. Yo, that's a pretty scary team right there. And we smashed it with, I mean, obviously our own Sifi and a Yumiko, but you know, just a Wukong and Androc. That's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know, what did you think about him after seeing this showcase? Again, my main problem is it's the gear problem. It's the gear problem that the gear set I want for Form 2, because he does not get enough accuracy from this passive. The gear set I want here, number 1, does not work well with his Form 1 because he's got no debuff, so all that accuracy is wasted. It's totally wasted. The speed is good, but you know the accuracy is wasted. It's not the end of the world. The main thing is you're literally, for Hydra team, you're losing out on 5, 10, 15, possibly 20, possibly 25%. You're losing out on bonus damage from protection set. You're losing out on so much damage, which is a huge problem. My number 2 problem, where's that number 3 problem perhaps? The number 3 problem is well, that gear set we just had him on, again, if we look at that, well, I guess people aren't wearing the preset, but to get him in that gear set, we had to steal gear off a lot of champions, such as Arman's had some good gear stolen, right? That gear is very, very high value. Like high accuracy and speed, perception, stone skin, any of that stuff. There are so many champions that want that. Yumiko, Arman's, Mikage, like every debuffer in the game, all the bomb champions, like everyone wants high speed and good protection gear, and that's a huge problem, I think, as well. So I don't know, like we even stole stuff off of a Krisk, for goodness sake, for that. So yeah, he's interesting. I honestly think Androck, I feel like he should have a bit of a buff. What I would like to see, and this would be true for a lot of the mythicals, would be more stuff that translates between forms, right? So that's something Lazarius has, right? So in Form 1, he's a tanky support, but if I build him for damage, well, he's taking less damage from this, right? And he's also self-buffing increased accuracy, so it lets him get away with lower accuracy. That's really nice. So yeah, we build him for damage, but the damage is helping, right? It is helping. Or again, Galathier, who's absolutely terrifying, right? In Form 1, he's like a tanky reviver, right? In Form 2, and you build him with resistance to make him tanky. In Form 2, excuse me, he changes that resistance, which is making him tankier, way tankier in Form 1. He turns the resistance into accuracy, right? So it's synergizing very well. Even a small passive like that, which enables you to flip between the forms more effectively, can be just super effective. I feel like that would help Androck so much. But even so, the gear problem is insurmountable. Like 9-piece protection, how do you get away from that in arena? Like, how do you make that work? I think at least if you could run him in 9-piece protection, at least you would have then, I don't know, maybe like high speed 9-piece protection. He could be a buffer that's boosting your damage. Or if there was a stronger accuracy stuff, like if he converted, I don't know, he convert crit rate into accuracy or something. If he had something more, then he could be a good debuffer. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough because the stats you want and the gear you want for two, you get the idea. I'm curious what you thought about him. I actually kind of, he grew on me a little bit, like the Enfeeble. It's very good. I mean, he is. I feel like Lady Mikage as well competes for the exact same gear, and I think that she is better. Is my vibe, but like he does a similar thing. But you know, you don't want your budget. You don't want to be sitting there and going like, man, Androc, I pulled this mythical. Wow, he's like a budget option of the free mythical. That's not really where you want your mythical to be for arena. You don't want him to be the budget option. So I definitely feel like he could use a bit of a tweak. He's not useless. He can do some cool stuff, but there's some issues. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.